And that is how I learned to play the guitar, the piano, synthesizer, timpani, saxophone, xylophone, and trumpet.
Mr. Mario!
Please, Dr. Collins, Mr. Mario wasn't my father. I'm just joking. His name was Papa Mario. In fact, no one in my family was named Mr. Mario.
Mario?
It's me, Mario.
Mr. Mario, we were supposed to be talking about your relationship with Princess Peach Toadstool. Not about the ever-eroding quality of modern-day toilets, not about kart racing tips, and certainly not about how many instruments you can play.
But...
Stop! Now, I want to get back to your relationship with Princess Peach, and I'd like to do so by reminding you that this is our 24th session.
I thought it was more like 20.
24th! As in, the number of times your girlfriend has been kidnapped by the same oversized turtle dragon hybrid creature.
That the Bowser. He always finds a way to get one over the princess. What?
You know, it's funny. I've been a licensed psychiatrist specializing in counseling video game characters for over 15 years. It never ceases to amaze me how these same characters have a problem with accepting the reality of the situations they're in.
I accept the reality. I accept the reality of the situations I'm in all the time. What's the reality of the situations I'm in?
Well, let's take a look, shall we? According to my notes, the first time you met both Princess Peach and this Bowser was in 1985, when you were roughly 25 years old and he was about 34 years old.
More or less.
You also mentioned that each of the 24 times you rescued the princess, Bowser single-handedly expanded both his castle and his team of Koopas.
That's right.
So while he lives in an ever-expanding castle with an ever-growing list of soldiers and servants, you work as a plumber and live in New York City with your brother Luigi in a studio apartment with one bed and a constantly breaking toilet. Is that right?
You know, sometimes we even have our friend Todd sleep over.
Okay, let me try to put this another way. Despite your physical appearance, you are a 60-something-year-old plumber living with your brother in a 300-square-foot space with a constantly breaking toilet and one bed, while the 70-something-year-old turtle dragon ruler owns and regularly expands his castle, soldiers, and servants. And yet you think that this Bowser is the one who's getting one over the princess.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying the only person being fooled here is you. 2 points. First, no one anywhere in the history of the world or any sort of video game universe allowed themselves to be kidnapped 24 times by the same individual unless they wanted to be.
Huh.
And secondly, do you know what it takes to regularly expand a castle?
A gold coin.
Yes! Money and patience, drive, organization, and leadership skills, which are also the same things used to regularly update and expand one's personal staff and army. They are also things that many people of any gender, but especially royalty, tend to find attractive and desirable. I mean, for God's sakes, you've collected, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of gold coins over the course of your adventures, and yet you're still wearing the same outfit you wore in 1985.
So, you think I should get a new toilet?
I think you should move on. Put in for early retirement. Go someplace where no turtles, royalty, or dragons exist. Or, at the very least, buy a second bed.
You're right. I've been doing the same thing for almost 40 years. Tomorrow, I'm going to the break of the routine. Tomorrow, I'm going to buy
a new hat.
Hello, YouTube subscribers. Actually, we don't have any subscribers yet, but viewers of this video, this very first debut premiere video, thank you for checking it out. We are actually going to be attempting to release videos at least once a month, so definitely check back.
So we should stay at 0 subscribers. Okay, so if you watched the video and then subscribe during it, go back and unsubscribe. We're trying to get into the negatives. The first channel to be negative, to have negative subscribers.
That'd be great. We also are trying to set a record for the most unrelated comments about the video. So if you could like throw in a couple of like Bible quotes, talk about a product that you particularly love, maybe just put a couple of ads in there. Erectile dysfunction drugs, maybe.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Join us next month to waste more time.